Blessings, my crafty friends, my junk journal friends. Hi out there. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I'm here today just to give you guys a little tour of one of my latest journals, which will be a gift. So this one won't be for sale in my Etsy store, but I'm working on one similar to this that soon will be up on my Etsy store. But I wanted just to kind of give you an idea of how I put it together and what I used, and it's super, super simple. And then I wanted to give you a tour of this one, a flip through of this beautiful journal that, like I say, it's hard for me to part with these, but it also brings me a lot of joy to give them away and to, of course, it doesn't hurt to sell a few. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started, and let me talk a little bit about how I put this one together. And like I say, it's something I didn't create. I was inspired by, I believe it might have been Roxy at Roxy Creations, and then I believe Gail Gastinelli also has done it on her channel. So the cover is put together with a scrapbook paper. We all have those pieces of scrapbook that we don't necessarily like or will use again. I bought a pad, a 12 by 12 pad, and I used it to make a gift for somebody, and then now I have all of these scrapbook papers. This one is a little bit more bendy. It's not as thick as some of them can be. So, I think if you use a little bit thicker one, it might be a little sturdier. And I will talk a little bit about why maybe you should use something like that. And I apologize for the shadowing that I have there. Okay, so what I did was I left it 12 this way, and I cut it so it would be a 9 by 12 journal cover. And so I cut it 9 by 12. So that was easy. And then I got a favorite napkin, and I know that most of you are familiar with, sorry, there's a helicopter flying overhead. I know that you guys are familiar with decoupaging with napkins. Normally they come 3-ply, sometimes 2-ply. Just get some tape, tear off the first 2 plies, and then you got your beautiful image that is see-through. So instead of using Mod Podge, I used this glue, Yoo-hoo, I guess is how you say Yoo-hoo. Ooh-hoo. I hope I didn't chop that up. But anyways, here it is. Sorry about that. But anyways, my friend Christine Kalunga told me not to be apologizing when I'm filming. So Christine, if you're watching, I'm not apologizing. Anyways, so I put the glue on, and I then applied the whole napkin. I mean, I didn't put pieces of it. You could, to give yourself a different look, and maybe I'll try that one and I'll show you how that turns out. So you put the napkin down, you let it dry, and then I went ahead and I sewed it. You don't need to, because putting the glue would pretty much keep it down. Oh, wait a minute. I missed a step. Here we go. Sorry about that. Before you put your napkin down, you cut your cover to the size you want. Then you glue the book page. I happen to be using a Bible. This is 1 Kings 11. So I put that down to cover up the whole page of the cover. Then once that's glued down, and I did use this glue, you let that dry, and then you do the same thing with this, and then you apply your napkin to the top of that. You let that dry, and then you can sew it if you want. You don't have to. I went ahead on this one, I went ahead and I did book page on the inside as well, because these book pages are super thin, and So it's really a thin, flexible cover. You can use a thicker scrapbook paper, cardstock, junk mail. You know, sometimes you get a whole sheet of like a flyer or something, something that has like some stability to it, that you can glue your book pages down to. And that's basically it. I mean, I hope I didn't chop up the instructions too much, but you get the idea. So what you get when you glue it down, you can see the words through it, and it is just so beautiful. And you can, you know, then add an image, or I'll show you what I did with this other one here. I did put Mod Podge on it just to seal it. I love to use the matte Mod Podge because that doesn't give you a shiny finish. It just gives you a matte finish, so it protects it, you know, because, you know, people will be using this, and you know, it'll be more stable and easy to wipe up if it gets dirty. So that's pretty much how I did that journal. Like I say, if you go on to Gail Gustinelli's webpage, you'll see some of those, or any one of the fabulous ladies out there that does the junk journals. So this journal here is going to be a gift. But I will be making another one just like this for my shop, my Etsy store, Mystical Rose Journal. So I do have some on sale now that are a little different, that you can go on there and look at that. So on this one, after I let the Mod Podge dry, I decorated it with some lace after I sewed in the signature. I added book pages, and here's a happy accident. What I realized, because the scrapbook paper I used was a little thinner, I should have used a thicker one. I noticed that it was kind of maybe tearing, and I think over time it would get tear because it wasn't as strong as it needed to be on the cover. So I thought, well, gosh, how do I fix this one? And so I got some ribbon, and I just glued it down with Fabri-Tac. Fabri-Tac is awesome. It also is very strong, and it looks so beautiful and strong now. And I went ahead and I did the same thing to the inside. So this is what, and I did the back as well. So this is not going anywhere. It's pretty strong now. So I was happy with that. I went ahead and I did a closure with a beautiful ribbon here, just like a little satiny ribbon. The inside cover of this journal, I used a different scrapbook paper. It was like a matte pattern, and then over that I got some more napkin, and I put that on there as well. I had created a pocket to go here, and what I ended up doing with this journal, I just grabbed whatever I had on my table, and I started just decorating with it. Here's the inside cover. Like I said, I went ahead and I put it here for strength, but it just looks so beautiful. I found this in my stash, and I put that on there. I saw one of the ladies use, this is a window envelope that I covered, and I made it into a pocket here, and I created this from scrapbook paper, and that's like a little journaling card. This is going to be like the person that I'm giving it to is going to use it for memories of her grandmother, which I thought was beautiful, and she'll be able to write. And then I went ahead and I made pockets, and I glued them on, but I'm giving it to her kind of bare so that she can put her own memorabilia in here, her own pictures, letters, whatever she has. But I just kind of gave her an idea of, you know, the different pockets throughout this journal that she can journal with, and she can tuck stuff with. Like I said, belly band, a pocket. If you hear a doggy drinking, that's Jasmine in the background drinking water. She's here as I'm videotaping. Here's another pocket. Here's a bag for her to tuck. So she'll be able to write in it and tuck things in. I used a bigger bag, so if she has like a bigger item. More pockets, more tucks, side tucks, a lots to write in. And like I say, I pretty much just picked what was on top of my table work area, and I created this journal, and I really, really love the way it turned out. I have a tendency to collect things with roses and these patterns, and so pretty much my journal turned out pretty good because of what I had on here. This is the center of the signature, and I closed it with glue. Like I said, you don't need to use the sewing machine. You can just glue it, and it stays. And she's got 2 deep big pockets and more journaling spaces, more tuck spaces. I'm really excited to give this one to her. Here's a pocket, another large bag tuck. The other half of that other smaller pocket. And this I made into a side pocket tuck. I didn't close it in case she had large items she wanted to put in here. More belly band that I created. So I have been trying to collect a lot of ephemera to be able to have, so when I do create a journal, I can just pull from that. So some of this came from that. But I realized that you think you have a lot, but once you start filling one journal, you end up realizing, wow, you really don't. So always a good idea to have several pieces to extra to fill your journals and decorate if that's what you wish to do. Here's another one of those large pockets that I had created some time ago, and I went ahead and I embellished it. Like I said, it's going to be maybe when she reads scripture or when she's in prayer time, she'll be able to journal in here. But she's also going to use it to remember her grandmother. I created this tag that goes in here, and then of course it's stuck. Oh, I don't want to. Here we go. Here's a large journaling tag that I collaged all over. Like I say, it's really hard for me to give these up, but I am. Because that's the point of this. And so that goes there. I could have made this into like a side tuck or a uploading pocket, but I went ahead and left it. I went and I put an eyelet hook, eyelet right there, and I'm gonna add like a little charm or something to that tag. And that's the back of the journal. Like I said, I decoupaged a napkin piece there that kind of goes with the rose theme, strengthen the sides. So I'm really happy with the way this turned out. And to tell you the truth, most of this was just things I had laying around. I didn't really pick a particular kit of any kind or anything. So I lined a few of the pages with lace, and I love the way that when they stick out like that. So I will be making another one of these to go into my Etsy store, but I just wanted to show you what I was up to and just to say hi and blessings, and go out there, create something beautiful, whether it's to gift or to sell. It's a lot of fun. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. God bless you.